confirming. Sir, is this session getting recorded or?
Yeah, recording was on.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Everyone must have gone through yesterday's PPT and you must be having few doubts, right? If anyone is having any doubt, you can ask me now. Before going to today's session, we'll discuss about yesterday doubts and all. If anyone is having any doubt, please let me know via chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask me. Okay, I'll take the silence as no. Then we shall go with yesterday's session one-on-one. Can anyone let me know what are the topics we have discussed yesterday? You can ping me in chat box. I don't think chat box is enabled.
Everything is enabled, okay? They can also unmute and talk or chat, best is chat, okay? But if specific question is there, they can talk. Okay, so I am the host for this. Okay, so please feel free to, interact with madam and, take best out of it.
Yeah, can anyone let me know what are the topics which we have discussed yesterday? Yes, Anusha, you can tell me. Anusha, you can go on mute if you are not talking. Okay, then I'll repeat it today. Okay. So yesterday, the topics which we have discussed is firstly, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing and the real-time scenarios for cloud computing, and what are the types of cloud computing we have based, those are based on deployment, and one other one is based on the service model. So it is like that. And we have also seen the companies which have the top companies of cloud. Anusha, you are saying something? Yeah. So the top companies which the top cloud providers we have seen, and we have also seen the thing how the computing has been done locally in our systems, and then here comes to our big data. When we couldn't handle the data which is beyond our limits, then that is big data we discussed, and we also discussed the 5 V's of big data. So can anyone tell me what are the 5 V's of big data? You can ping me in chat, or you can speak, unmute yourself and speak it.
Volume, variety, velocity, value, and veracity.
Good. Can I know your name?
Manivarma.
Sorry?
Manivarma.
Good, Manivarma. Only one person in this whole session is answering the question. Is everyone comfortable with English, and you can understand, right?
Yes, cool.
Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, someone has unmuted. You can speak up. Okay, so the 5 V's of the big data are volume, variety, velocity, veracity, and value. Can anyone tell me what is the reference of veracity? Yesterday we discussed, right? I'm asking out of 5 only one, that is veracity. Can anyone explain me that one?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Shravanti.
Veracity is nothing but it's from like different types of data from different sources.
Yeah, well, that is variety. We have 5 V's, right? In variety, we have different file formats. That is variety. I'm referring to veracity.
Well,
The degree to which data can be trusted.
Sorry?
The degree to which the data can be trusted is called veracity.
Yes, that's right. Good. And what do we mean by value? Can anyone tell me?
Extract meaning.
Yes, you're right, Rishi. Correct. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Rishi and Shravanti. And once we discussed how we categorize the data into big data, now it comes to the Hadoop architecture, which we have discussed. In Hadoop architecture, what are the three important in Hadoop architecture? What are the three important things we have? You can ping me in chat, or you can unmute yourself and tell me.
HDFS, MapReduce, and yarn map.
Good. What do we mean by yarn?
Yet another resource manager.
Yes, yet another resource negotiator. Inside that one, we have resource manager and node manager. So it is how it goes. Good. I want more response from everyone so that I can begin with the today's session, guys.
One thing, madam, can anyone try in the chat? Are you able to type here? Can you someone try quickly on the chat?
Actually, sir, there is a question and answer here, but
Okay,
chat.
Chat is working or not working? Can someone type something?
Then there is no option for charts. So.
Oh, is it? Then what about
Not
Q&A?
working, sir.
Okay. Okay, then no problem. So whenever you're answering something, first you tell your name. Okay. So your name and branch, then answer. Okay. Be active. Okay. Prompt response are appreciated. I will observe everything. I will see who is prompt. Okay. I am from Naidu from CSC, like that. You should answer. Okay. Okay. Carry on.
Sir, we can use this question and answer, and here we got option drop down, ask a question or start a discussion. There we can message it. I just pinged. Can everyone see that one? Hi, something like that. Can someone answer, please?
No, I think that's not working. We will figure out, how to work on that, madam. You can carry on. Right
Yeah,
now, they will.
okay. I got a message. Hello, sir, from Suri Babu. Okay, let it be. For today, you can unmute and tell me. Tomorrow, we can enable this chat also. Okay. So where are we? Hadoop architecture. So Hadoop architecture is having three major things. One is HDFS, other is MapReduce, and the other one is yarn. So what do we mean by HDFS? The full form of HDFS.
Hadoop distributed system.
Yes,
Very simple
Karthikeya.
thing. You must answer fast. Yeah, I already
I'm
answered.
Shravanti from CFPS.
Yes, Shravanti.
It's Hadoop distributed file system, ma'am.
Correct. It's a Hadoop distributed file system. So yes. And now, can anyone answer me this major thing? What is the problem yesterday we discussed and what is the solution?
Problem was big data, madam. Solution was Hadoop architecture.
Yes, Rishi and Kartikeya, you also tried to say something. Please unmute yourself and tell me what you are trying to say. Okay, then fine. Try to be active in the session, like one after the other. You can unmute yourself and tell the answer, whatever it comes to your mind. Okay. So yes, big data is a problem and Hadoop is a solution. So Hadoop is having few of the drawbacks. That's why we have come up with the Spark. But can we completely remove Hadoop and go with Apache Spark?
No, ma'am. Only
Correct.
map
No,
reduce.
ma'am.
Who is that speaking? I couldn't see you.
Jashwant Verma.
Jashwant, okay. Okay, so what is in Hadoop that can be replaced by Apache Spark?
Just the map reduce
Map
Correct.
reduce.
computing is replaced by Spark.
Yes, you're right, Kartikeya. And someone else also tried. Thank you. Thank you for your response. So in Hadoop, MapReduce can only be replaced with the Spark architecture. And in Spark architecture, only the computing engine is Spark, and remaining two we can still use the Hadoop HDFS. And yeah, along with them we can use any other storage services like S3 and any others. And also we can use Kubernetes and all. But we can still integrate Apache Spark computing engine with the Hadoop HDFS. And yeah, so this is the major part which we have discussed yesterday, and a few differences of Spark and Hadoop we have discussed, and then we have discussed all the things like how many languages we have in Hadoop and Spark also. Can anyone tell me how many languages are supported in Spark?
5, ma'am.
4, ma'am.
Four, ma'am.
Correct. Yeah, you can tell me, anyone can tell me what are the 4 languages?
Scala,
It's
Java,
Scala,
Java,
R,
Python,
Scala, Java,
Python,
R and Python.
and R.
R and Python. Yes, good. R and Python. In the Spark APIs, we have also SQL also. So total 5. I mean, the 4 along with SQL. Okay. Now that we have discussed all these things, features of Spark, everything, and we also discussed the fundamental unit of Spark. What is it?
master slave architecture.
Sorry, Jashwant.
Master slave architecture.
I couldn't hear you properly.
Master slave architecture, ma'am.
Master slave architecture, yes. Master slave architecture, but I'm saying the building block of Spark and the fundamental unit of Spark I have discussed right yesterday.
RDD.
Correct. RDD. Can anyone tell me the full form of RDD?
Resilient distributed database.
Resilient?
Resilient Distributed Datasets.
Correct. Correct, Shravanti. Rishi.
Sri Rishita Ramam.
Dikshita, yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your response. So in RDD, yesterday we have discussed till RDD, right? And today we are coming up with the architecture of RDD and how it is. And we also discussed in RDD how many are there, like the RDD operations, how many types of operations we have.
Three,
Yesterday,
ma'am.
can I correct?
Three.
What are those three?
Transformation, action, persistence.
Last one is
Persistence.
persistence. Good. Can anyone explain me about the persistence? Come on, we have 137 people in this complete room, but only 4 and 5 are answering. I hope yesterday in chat box I could see many answers from many people. I want
Ma'am,
everyone
Persistence
to be active. Yes, Dikshita.
Ma'am, in Apache Spark, the persistence is like a caching, which is a mechanism to store the intermediate RDDs in memory or any disk.
In memory, oh yeah, correct. So in simple terms, how we can say is the persistence is the one. In RDD we have in-memory computations, right? So in Spark we have in-memory computations. So what does it do means when the same data needs to be taken every time, then at that moment persistence will come into the picture and it will store that particular thing in RAM instead of hard disk, so that every time it needs the data it will pick from the RAM directly. So that is what the persistence is. Now can anyone tell me what I mean, there is one thing I told you between the transformations and actions. Out of these two, for one is lazy. What is that which is lazy?
The transformations?
Correct. Right, Dikshita. The transformations are lazy. Why the transformations are lazy means they will there are functions for transformations which will be group by join. All this will be done creating taking data from RDD and again creating new RDDs, but it will not read the complete data because they are lazy in nature until the action is performed. The data is not read, so transformations are lazy in nature. Yeah, okay, thank you Dikshita and Rishi, Shravanti, Kartikeya, Jashwant, everyone who has answered. So now we are going to today's session. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about the PySpark. So PySpark is nothing but Spark plus Python is what the PySpark is. Spark is having a API of Python also. So PySpark is that is what. Can I know if everyone has installed the Databricks? I mean, sign up for the Databricks which I have sent you. Yeah, you can share a reaction. But Suri Babu, can you please tell me if everyone has done their installations? If not, I'll take 2 minutes and then I will. Chaitanya, you have Jashwant, you have any doubt in that one? You can unmute yourself. If someone has blocked for that one, you can unmute and ask me if there is anything.
No, ma'am. No doubt, ma'am.
Okay. I hope everyone has signed up for Databricks, right? Through the document which I have shared you or WhatsApp. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
take this
If
as yes.
someone not done, if someone not done, they will do. Okay. Take help of your friends and complete by tomorrow. I see some people not done. Yeah, you can continue, madam. They will do it.
Yeah, sure, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Is my screen is visible to everyone, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Today we are going to discuss about PySpark. That is Spark plus Python is the nothing but PySpark. Let us see the differences between the PySpark and the Spark. Okay, Spark is a framework, whereas PySpark is a collaboration of Spark framework to work with Python. Means it is a API inside the Spark. Okay, so then that is called as PySpark. And the second one is in the Spark has originally written in Scala, but the PySpark is originally written in Python because since it is a Python API, it will be in Python only. Okay, Spark uses the libraries that imports to carry out the specific functionality, whereas in PySpark, what we have is PY4G, means when you want to convert the data from Python to Java or vice versa, we use this library Python 4J, which helps us to convert our bytecodes. Okay. Now, the Spark is developed to tame the huge processing of data in distributed systems, and upon Spark we have developed the PySpark. So these are the major differences of Spark and the PySpark. I hope everyone are clear with this one. If not, you can unmute and tell me. You can take note on this one. Many of many of the interviewers will definitely ask this question: what is the difference between Spark and the PySpark? The major one is it is a processing framework, and this is the API inside the Spark. That is the major one you need to answer in the first moment. So take down all these points and then we shall go ahead. I hope everyone are taking down the notes which was listed here. Okay. I hope it is done. Please let me know if you want me to show this slide again. I'm going to the next one. So yesterday we have discussed about RDDs and everything, and today we also discussed what is PySpark and Spark. But now we have entered into the major topic of the complete course. That is the Spark job execution. Okay. So we listen to this very carefully, take down the complete notes. I'll give you time after explaining for 2 minutes. Okay. So first you listen to this one because this is very, very important topic. Okay, based on this diagram, I'm going to explain you everything. Okay, so here, if you see, here is a driver program. So when you write any program in Spark, and that is a driver program. We could say here we have taken some program, let it be anything, okay, and we have used the count function, okay. Let's say we have used that one, and now what it will do means, upon executing this particular program in Spark, what it will do, the cluster, there is a cluster manager. It works in a master slave manner, right? So here comes the master one, and these all are the slaves. Okay. So in the cluster manager, what does the cluster manager do? It will allocate the resources and instruct the workers what needs to be done. Means it will assign the tasks. Okay. And track the job statuses from all the worker nodes. Okay. So this is what the cluster manager will do. And this cluster manager will, when the each job will have one cluster manager, and this will be further divided into stages. Let's say this is the stage one. This complete one is a job, we will say. Listen to this carefully. The complete one is a job, we will say. And there is one cluster manager which will assign the work to their worker nodes. Okay, so these are all called stages. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, like that. We will be having many stages. And for each stage, yesterday what we have discussed, with respect across the stages, there will be partitions. Again, the data will be partitioned, and that partitions is called RDD. Okay, so job is having stage, and every stage again is consisting of number of tasks. This is how the complete flow goes. So when it comes to the transformations actions we discussed, please put that persistence behind. Now we will be discussing and focusing more on the transformations and actions. Okay, so what we told, what we have discussed means transformations are lazy in nature, and actions will trigger the things which will help to take all the outputs of transformations and again send the result, combine them and send the results to the driver program. That is what action do. Correct. So what it will happen here exactly means, when there is a, let's say this is the count function. We have count function here. So count is a action, means it should definitely output something. The things which need to output something are actions. Transformations are like they do upon the data, but it cannot output anything. You will say union or join, but see, union will union it, join will join the things. Let's say if we put them in CTE, but until you don't select things, it will not show up, right? So that is what here the transformations and the actions will be deferred. Okay, so each job will have one cluster manager, and it will assign the job. It will assign each one has been divided into multiple stages, and upon each stage, across the stages, we have the data again partitioned. This is the manager, cluster manager. These all are stages. Now what we discussed, in upon each stage, again the data is partitioned across the stages. We will have RDDs. These are all called RDDs. Okay. So I hope this is understandable now. This is RDD1, this is RDD2, and this is RDD3. Across the stages, again, the data is partitioned. That is called RDD. Okay, so this is how it is. So whenever if someone asks you the Spark job execution, the things which come into your mind will be like there will be one job and each job is having stages, multiple stages. Again, in each stage, you will be having the subtasks. Okay, now where is RDD if someone asks? It is again a partition of data that is across the stages. That is RDD. I hope you understand this one. Everyone, please answer yes or no so that I will move to the next one. Okay. Okay, someone is having doubt, you can raise your hand, else you can say with like symbol. I hope everyone has understand this one. So please take notes of this one. I'll move ahead. I hope everyone has taken the notes. So I'll continue now. Okay, so we have discussed that there will be a job, there will be a stage, and inside the stages we have the tasks. So every time when we say there is a job is getting executed, there will definitely be a stages. Okay, so when this particular result will get I mean, when we get the output means only when the action functions have been applied. For transformations, it will create RDDs upon the existing RDDs. And the main feature of RDD is fault tolerance. And the one more thing of RDD is it cannot be altered. You cannot change it. You can create a new one out of the same one, but you cannot change it. Okay, so this is what it is. And now we are going to the next water transformations and water actions. So these are all the functions for actions and transformations. Actions is having collect, count, first, take sample, order. So the collect will collect the data which you have taken, and we will see all these practically executing them in our Databricks workspace, which we have signed up today. Okay. So I will show you firstly. I will show you Azure Databricks also.
Hello, Lakshmi Priya?
Yes, yes, sir. Is my screen lagging or do you lost me?
No. Actually, you see, just explain, what each function or transformation do. Okay, they will take the running notes. Okay, actually, they are very quick in taking the notes, but try to explain like whatever you tell. While you are elaborating, yeah, they can easily understand and take notes. Okay, so yeah, you can just tell each function. Okay, so yeah, they will quickly note down as you're explaining.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
sure.
can use that mode. Yeah. Yeah, I know these students very well. Okay. So just do that. Just try to explain, okay, what is function. Okay. They will listen and they will take notes. Okay. No need to give breaks and gaps. Okay.
Yeah, okay, okay, sure,
And
sir.
if you want to show any diagram, I think you can also draw, okay, on your screen. Okay. Whatever you feel like MS Paint or something. Okay. Or any notepad. If you want, you can draw. Otherwise, you can show with the slides itself. It's okay.
Actually, I have opened Paint and created few diagrams. Were they not
Okay. Yeah,
visible?
when that point comes, you can show at that time. Yeah, for now you
No,
can
no, no. I
proceed.
actually opened Paint and showed you the RDD structure and all. Is that not visible to all of you?
Oh, you have to share the full screen.
Acha,
Maybe you share in the
okay.
window. Yeah,
Right. Give me a moment.
yeah. Just share screen and select full screen will be there towards
Yeah.
right. Yeah, then
Okay.
entire screen will be there.
I think my whole screen is visible now, not only the window. Now
Yeah,
I'm in Google and I'm opening this Azure Databricks.
yeah. We can see it now.
Okay, sorry, there
Mm.
is some glitch. Actually, I have shared only window, I believe. That's why you all couldn't see what I'm opening and what I'm drawing till now.
Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Just carry on. Okay,
Yeah,
so no
okay.
need to give time. Okay, just explain. Okay, so as you explain, they will definitely make notes.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay.
So today I'm going to show you the different Microsoft Azure Databricks, and also you must have logged into this one. This is a Databricks community version. You must be seeing you. Everyone can open your own Databricks workspace, and this is how it usually looks. This is a Databrick company one. And the one which I'm going to show you is Azure Databricks. When Databricks is collaborated with Azure, that is Azure Databricks. Okay, I will show you Azure Databricks and also the community version. There will not be any differences between these two. See here, if you see here, this is the one which I have created. And if you click on URL, it will take you to the Databricks workspace. Okay, I hope everyone could see the same thing in Databricks community version also, right? I hope this is the same thing, right? Can anyone answer? You could see the same screen in Databricks community version also. Okay, I'll take the silence as yes. So it will be the same thing here, but see here, since it is a community version and you are doing it for your personal use, you couldn't see much more things. Okay, see here in machine learning, we could see only experiments and all, but in original Azure Databricks, we do have all these. But why we are not using Azure Databricks? Why we are using only Databricks community version means this is expensive. We need to pay when we use this one. That's why I suggested to go with Databricks community version. Okay, so here in this workspace, the workspace, recent catalog, workflows, compute, everything is same as here. So I will be explaining you everything here only, through this only. Okay, instead of this Azure Databricks. Okay, so I will show you what the workspace consists of. So in this workspace here, if you see the shared and users, in users, this is my email ID. So this is the home of every user. If you open yourself, see, try to see what I'm doing now. It is just I'm taking to you throughout the Databricks workspace, that's all. So concentrate on this. Okay. So under users, everyone, you could see your own email ID here, and you could be seeing all this. Okay. So when you click right click here, you will be getting the options for open a new tab, create, import and export, copy URL. Okay. In create, you have options to create folder, notebook, ML flow experiment. And in export, see, importing is the one when you take the files from external resources. Export is the one which you want to export your own files. It can be in any format as given here, DBC archive, and this is the source file and this is the HTML file. So copy URL, you can copy the URL or the path, whatever it is. See, currently the share permissions have been disabled for me. But in our Azure Databricks, whenever you share any notebook, means whenever you share any notebook to anyone, you need to provide permission to that particular person also. Unless you don't provide any permissions, you don't provide view. There we will be having view, manage, permissions. Okay, view, they can only view. Manage means they can view and they can also run, they can edit the notebook which you have given. So it all goes like that. And here, if you see here,
Madam,
this
just
is
a second. Just a second. Can
sure.
anyone tell during Databricks training you opened this console or not? Just show the reaction. I think we had Databricks training, right? Through YouTube videos and all by Survab sir. So you have seen this console, right? I want reactions fast. So yeah, so that means you are familiar with this. Okay. So I think then you can easily understand. Yeah, I just want to understand, background of you people. If it is first time seeing, then you may not be able to, follow what she is telling. Okay, cool, good. So yeah, they have already seen that console. Okay, and important things you can, just emphasize, madam. Okay, if you think something is important, just stress it. Okay, and yeah, I think they have already seen this, but still important things which we will be using in our work. Okay, that you can just emphasize.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah, I
sir.
think they are good. They are good.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm happy that you are familiar with this particular portal already. So now we will be looking into the things like see here there is a thing called catalog. This here under this one we usually have the databases and the tables inside the databases like that, and we can also create table here. So currently we don't have anything, that's why this is like this. But if you see here, if you see this catalog in Azure Databricks, if I'm showing you this one, this here you could see the difference, that one and this one. Here we will say this as a Hive metastore. This in under this Hive metastore, we will be having the databases. We will be creating the databases via delta tables. I mean, all the delta tables, whatever we want, we will create, take the data from them, and we will be creating the tables. First, we'll be creating the database and then tables under this. So usually under this one, we have default one and also the one which we create along with that one. So this is not working. It is taking time. So coming to this one. So these workflows, these workflows were disabled for me because this is not the upgraded version. Okay, but usually in this workflow session, what it will happen means when you schedule any job, then at that moment you can see things in workflows. Okay, now when we see this compute one, so in this compute, you can, this is the computing engine. Okay, so I have already created one cluster, and here you could see job compute. Okay, so here you could see one. You can also create one, because unless you don't create a cluster, you cannot run any notebook. Just click on create cluster and give whatever the computing name you want to give, and keep the Databricks runtime version as is. Okay, and then click on create compute. I hope this is clear. I want everyone to create a cluster now inside the compute. I'm repeating this step. Come to compute. In the Databricks workspace, come to compute and click on create compute on the top right side, and give the name like Azure cluster or Databricks cluster, whatever you want, you can give it, and keep the Databricks version as is, and just click on create compute. It will take some time. It will at least take 2 minutes like that. Okay, now I'm going to workspace again, and I'm creating a notebook now. Inside the workspace, again, we will be having home and the workspace. So these folders cannot be altered. You cannot change the names of these particular things. Okay, so create a notebook. So you can create the notebook like this one. And what we can do is, here you can see connect option here. Here I can see 2 clusters are available for me. For you, only one cluster might be available since you have done this for the first time in your Databricks community version. So whatever the cluster is up and running, you can attach that one. Okay, it will take some time to attach because I think it is still running. That's why here it is buffering. So this is how we create a notebook, and you can rename the things. Okay, so I'm renaming this one as session 1, and now I will show you a few transformation and actions which we discussed in the previous slide. Okay, so in the session 1, I will start with the Spark session.
What is that we created now, madam? Databricks compute cluster. What is it we call? Hello. I hope everyone is following, right? Yeah. Show reaction, okay? No need to talk anything, just show reaction. So because this is the basis, okay? Someone don't understand, just stop, okay? So ask her to show the steps again. Just don't just move with the crowd. Okay, I know only Databricks people can proceed, I mean, quickly, but there are many other people who joined, okay? So for them, it is first time. Okay, this step
Yes,
is
sir.
important because we need to run it every day. So just stop, if required, ask her to again, okay, how to create this
can raise-
cluster and how to
you
open
can
the
raise your hand.
notepad. Yes, sir?
They can raise their hands, sir.
Yeah, that's what. Maybe there is some 20-30 people, who might be lagging. Okay, so I'm talking about them. Okay, so if you're not sure how to set up this cluster, just ask her once, or after that again you need to reach out to your friends and get it done, because this is where you will be running everything.
Sorry, there is some network glitch from my end. I got dropped. So I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah, you're audible and it's visible. Madam, can you just tell the steps? What are the steps in setting up this compute cluster? Is it Databricks compute cluster we call? What is it called?
Yes, sir. It is a Databricks compute cluster. So inside the Databricks, we use the computing power that is called the cluster actually. So the compute which we create here, whatever it is, create compute. When you create here, it will be taking. See here, you can see the runtime, active memory, active cores. You could see all these things. It means that it is taking what are all the computing resources that are required to process the data. It will take it, and it will help us to process the data. So this is how it is. See, I have created two, as I mentioned earlier. So one is Azure Trainings cluster and the other is my cluster. So this one has been stopped. In Databricks, it automatically gets stopped when you don't use the cluster for some time. Okay, so it is automatically gets stopped because of this is cost effective. Like it is good that every time when you don't use it, it will stop it. And when you want it to be active, then simply you need to start it from here. You can see this is a pause terminate one, and this is the start one. You can start it here.
Okay, step one is create compute. Then what is the next step?
Yeah. Now that we have created the computing one, now we can create a notebook and process the data. You can click on new here. Here we can see notebook, table, compute. Compute we just created, right? Inside the compute, we have these are all clusters. Okay. The other one is machine learning and the other one is experiment. Now we are creating a notebook. I have already created one. I will go there. Okay, so in today's session, I have created this notebook, and here you could see there is a cluster attached to this one. So here you could see two things, one which is terminated and one which is active. So this is how you can choose the cluster, either one, whichever you want. If you want to start it, you can start it from here also. Selecting this is cluster will ask you whether to see here, change the compute, and this will clear the notebook state also. Okay, I'm clicking on confirm. Then this is terminated, right? So we need to start it. Okay, it is not allowing me to start it from here. As I showed you in compute, you can start it from here. But let it be. For us, the first one is already active, so I'm going with that one. Okay. So today we will be talking about the Spark session in PySpark. Okay. Uh, Firstly, I will show you how to import them and how to work with them. And then I will show you a few actions and transformations, logics also. Okay. From PySpark, you can see this once first, and then you can execute it from your end. Okay, understand this when I'm explaining you from PySpark.sql. Import Spark session. See, everything is popping up when you write something. This is the enhanced version. So you will automatically get the pop-up for all whatever you want to write. Okay. So what we have done here is from PySpark.sql means in PySpark, we are taking the SQL. In PySpark, we are initializing the Spark session, and this Spark session is available only in PySpark SQL only. In otherwise, when you want to initialize PySpark, you will be having the Spark context. See, I'm referring to two things. One is Spark context and other is the Spark session. The Spark session is the basic one, and it is the starting point which will help to connect to the Spark. Okay, so Spark session is the building block here. So I'm creating a variable and I'm creating this one. Spark is a variable and Spark session dot I'm giving this as an example, and so this is how we will create the Spark session initially, and then we will be using this throughout this notebook. Okay, so now we are taking the other one and we are taking the Spark context now from this one. From the Spark session, I'm again taking the Spark context.
You can note down those two lines. That is very important. Okay, so every time we have to write a thing first. And one of the very important question also in interview.
So this is how we will initialize the Spark session in Databricks notebook. Okay, so I'm repeating this once again. From PySpark.sql, we are importing the Spark session, and using this class, I'm taking the method builder, and then I'm giving the name for this as example1, and I'm creating this Spark session. Okay, upon creating this Spark session, again, I am taking the Spark context from this Spark session. You write this, and then we will go ahead and execute all the remaining things. Okay. I hope you all have taken the notes. I'm continuing this one. So see, whenever you want the reference of anything, just select it. It will show you what it is for every time. See here, the type is Spark is the variable. What is the type of the variable? Here it is showing is Spark session, and starting from string form is it is string form of PySpark.sql.session.spark session instance. Here it has given clearly whatever you take it, it is giving not only to this Spark, whatever you write, which is enhanced one. See, I already told you this is the enhanced version. So whatever you write in the middle way, it will give you pop-ups saying whatever the functions available for that one, it will give you. So for all of them, you can check what it is actually, what is the reference of that one actually. Okay. So this is how we have written. Here, if you see docstring, it has also defined that this is the entry point to programming Spark with the data set and data frame API. So here itself, it has given that it is the entry point. So be sure that you understood this particular thing which I have written now. From PySpark.sql, import Spark session. And using this variable, I'm creating this. Okay. And I have also taken Spark context. Now I'm going forward. Okay. Let me execute this one. The shortcut for this one to execute is Shift Enter. When you click on Shift Enter, see it is running. It has run, but it has not given any output because it will not give. We didn't given any print statement or a show, something like that. We have not given, right? That's why there is nothing to show there. Okay. Now I'm creating. This is a variable. See, the one thing you need to observe here is these all are cells. You might have already encountered this one. So these are cells. 1, 2, 3 all are cells. And here you will be having the option to code. Either you want to write a code or you want to give a text. See, if you click on text, you can write it. I will write. This is to Spark session. So under Spark session, what code we have written? Usually this is the thing how we usually write in real time. Like what is the significance of the code along with comments? We will also give them. Okay. But most of the time for your explanation, I'm giving this one. But whatever we write everything in single cell. Okay. Single cell. Cell means this commands 1, 2, 3, which we are seeing. These are commands. Okay. We will write the complete code in one cell. Okay. Now I'm taking, this is the Python one. If you observe here, you could see Python, SQL, Scala, and R. Java is also there, but in this community version, it is not there. But in Azure Databricks also, it may not be available. Only in Azure Synapse, you could see the Java where you originally see it. Okay. But the APIs of this Spark ecosystem consists only Python, SQL, Scala, and R. Java has also integrated later. And there is one more thing which needs to be noted is this particular Spark native language is a Scala, which can also be integrated with the JVM, Java bytecode, Java. Okay. So now I'm initializing a variable called numbers. And now I'm using this Spark context now. Okay. Using the Spark context. What I'm doing is parallelizing and writing this. See here, when you write parallelize, here it has given this can be iterable and num slices optional. See, it has already given you, which is optional also. Means whether you keep that parameter or if you don't keep it, that's fine. But the one which is iterable should be there. Okay, sc.parallelize. I'm giving the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let me execute this one and I will show you what is the output. See here. So there is nothing to show here. What it has done, it has parallelized the data which you have given. Means it will, when it will run in background, it will take the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since the data is very small, what it will do, it will go into the single stage and it will execute. So this is how it usually be. Okay. And now if you see the type of this numbers, see here, the type of this numbers is RDD, which we have discussed earlier, which is RDD means resilient distribute dataset. So this is how we usually create RDDs. Okay. The type of this numbers is RDD. Now, if you want to see the data within this variable, I mean, what data has been stored in this one, how you could see it. Let me take result. Numbers dot collect of this particular function will collect whatever we have in numbers. Okay. If I execute this one, you will see the results. Sorry, it has stored in result, but I haven't printed it, right? Print of result. See here, we have the result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is how we, I'm saying it once again. So from PySpark.sql, we will import the Spark session and we will assign a variable Spark and create for creating this particular Spark session. Okay, this is the variable Spark. Okay, from this is Spark variable means from the Spark session. Again, I'm importing this Spark context and using this Spark context, I'm working throughout this notebook. Okay, you might be worked on Jupyter notebook. If you haven't worked on it is also fine, but this particular this particular screen which you could see, you can resemble this with the Jupyter notebook. There also it will be like this only. Commands there also you can write one on one. And for every command or cell, it will give you the output there also. So here also it is the same thing. And but here if you see for every cell we do have an option to change the language which we are writing here. Okay, so how we have upon taking the Spark session, and from Spark session we have taken the Spark context, and from Spark context we have we have a parallelize function which is used for creating an RDD. So here, if I keep the cursor here, it has given me that what is its signature, how we can write it, and the docstring. If you see, it is saying that distribute a local Python collection to form an RDD. So it will distribute its local Python collection to form RDD. So that is the reference of parallelize function. Okay, I hope you all are understanding what I'm writing here. So the type of that, since this is the one which helps us to create RDDs, when you see the type of this numbers, it will show us that this is RDD, type is RDD. Okay. Now I'm moving to the next one. So we have seen many transformations and actions here, right? So we will try to see the things. Firstly, we have taken the collect one, right? So we just used it. Here we have used numbers.collect of. This it will collect each and everything what it is there here. So now I'm going to the next one, count of numbers dot count of. It will give you the count of the things which we have. So here it is 5. The next one is first. It will take how many you want from for one, how many you want it will take. So numbers dot first of, let's say 3. Okay. Take suppose you are given. It has taken only 1 here, but if we want to take only first 3 or 4, then we can give here. See, here it has given the docstring. Result the first element in this RDD. Okay, so it will not give me how many I want, it will not give me. Instead, it will give only the first one, whatever it is. Either it is 1 or whatever you have started, it will give only that one itself. Okay, and next is take. Yeah, so take will numbers dot take of 3. Numbers dot take of 3. Even for a single one, it will throw an error like this. So take 3 means it is taking from starting to 3. So how many you want, you can take. So this is the function which through which we can take how many we want. Okay, we have discussed the collect function, count, first, take. Take sample is also similar to this take only, and take ordered is also the same one, but it will take, let's try this one. Numbers dot if I give 3 here, let's see what it will output. See, it is taking the same order. Nothing is differed here. So let's go to the next one, save as a text file and for each. So here, if you see, this function for all these actions, be it collect, be it count, be it first, take sample, ordered, save as text file, whatever it will output something because this is an action. So it will trigger and it will show some output. Okay, but they in actions also we have for each one. This particular for each will be helpful. You already know this in other programming languages for each for what it is used. Here also it is the same thing. It can be useful for iterating that one, but it is not outputting the output unless you write any other action function. Okay, so out of all these action functions, this for each is still not giving any output, but it will be helpful for iterating the things. So this is how it is. Now this save as text file and all. Now let's see these functions also. Let's say I'm creating a text file. Okay, so here I'm giving Azure Databricks. Okay. Let's say this as a text file, and I'll be saving this as I'm saving this as a sample text file. Okay, now how we are going to use that sample text file in our workspace, we will see now. Okay, so wait, I will pause here now. We have taken all these functions, right? I mean, you have taken a note of all these functions, right? Count function, first, take, and take ordered, everything, right? Please say yes or no, so that I'll go forward for the remaining. Okay, I could see many of you has given thumbs up.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes, Surbabu, you can continue.
Yeah, what is the difference, take and take order? Take order and
Take.
take.
Yes, take will again take the take of, wait, I'll show you. Numbers dot take off. Here, when we take off 3, it has taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever we have taken, those we have taken. And in take ordered also, we have only taken take ordered only. So the difference when you see the doc string itself is giving that get the n elements from the RDD ordered in ascending order as specified. Okay, so since I have taken it in already in ascending order, it is taking the first 3 elements as is. Let's say, let me create one more as num1 that is equal to parallelize of this time. Give me some 89, 45, 78, 56, 90. Okay, now we shall take this one. Num1 dot take order of if I execute this one without passing anything, it is saying this now. So let's take first two elements. Let's say C. It has taken the order in ascending order 45, and then it has taken the 56. So this is how the difference is. But actually in the first one, you couldn't see because it is already in ascending order. I hope it is answered.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah, okay. So we have taken all these action functions and we have looked into this one. Now we are going to see further more. That is, I have taken one text file
Ma'am,
and yes,
ma'am, some of their raise their hands. Some of them
sorry.
some of them raised their hand. Kalyan Kumar, 546.
Yeah, Kalyan, please go ahead. If you have any doubts, please unmute yourself and you can go on.
Ma'am,
Yes.
actually you said about ascending order, right? Take order up. Ma'am, what about descending order?
See here, the dog string itself, it is saying that it is taking the things in the order of ascending only or as specified by optional. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
here in the first one, you understood this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sorry, your name?
Kalyan Kumar,
Listening.
ma'am. Kalyan Kumar, sir.
Okay. Yeah, madam, is there any function for descending order?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think take order is the default.
It is the same one.
Ascending
Sorry.
order.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
take order is default ascending order. Ma'am. Default way.
Sorry, Surbabu, I couldn't hear you properly. What you're saying?
Take order default value ascending, I think.
You are not audible properly. You
Okay,
can
okay,
type it.
madam. No, we are good. You
Oh.
can proceed. You can proceed, madam.
Yeah, okay, sir. So this is the one here we can take it in ascending order or as specified by optional key function. We can take it as ascending or descending order. Okay. So now I'll continue with this one. This is a sample text file which I have created. Now I will show you how we are going to use this particular one in our notebooks. Okay. So in catalog, see here, you could already see there is a default one and these all are tables. So if you see here, I want to show you the difference between the Azure Databricks workspace and the Databricks Community Edition. When you click here, this catalog, here it is showing the Hive Metastore, and here you have an option to add the data, which will add the data. And for Azure Databricks, you will be having a storage system, which is DBFS, Databricks File System. But I think here, because of some lack of permissions, I believe we don't have the DBFS where we could add the data. we could only see the default one as a database, and then in database there are no tables. So let me check on this option. Like here we have an option
Ma'am.
like add data. Yes.
You can actually enable the setting of DBFS in your settings menu.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly.
Actually, you can enable the option of DBFS in your settings menu. Then only
Okay,
you can
in
able
community
to.
version also you are saying.
Yes, ma'am. Just click on settings. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
guide her. Then settings next.
Then I think you have to
Sorry.
advanced settings.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Go to advanced settings, ma'am.
Where is advanced settings? There is
But
no
here
advanced.
we don't have advanced settings, no?
Click on your icon, ma'am.
Just click on your
Profile
ma'am.
icon.
Your
Profile icon. Click on settings.
Settings.
Go to advanced settings.
Left side, ma'am.
Scroll to down.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
You can see DBFS file browser. Little bit down. DBFS file browser. DBFS, yes, ma'am. You should enable it and refresh it, ma'am.
So, bro. Okay.
Now just go on to catalog and you could see the DBFS enabled. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I could see this one. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Who is this? Kartikeya. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Actually, in Azure Databricks, we do have this option, but upon creating it, we usually get this. So this we will do in a one time, and it is the first time. And thanks a lot for this one. This is how you can enable as your friend has suggested. And now in the file store, you have DBFS, you have an option for upload, right? So here you can have option to give like file store or drag files. So from here you can drag and drop the files. This is the sample file which I have taken. So I have added it here in the file store. Under file store, I have added this one. Now I'm going back to my session one. Sorry. There is a network glitch from my end. Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, madam.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen once again. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we have uploaded a text file, and now I'll show you how we can read the data from the text file. Okay, so let's say it is a sample one equal to sc dot text file of. We have this function to read. So we have taken it. See, after writing this one, we have got this one, and here it is saying that it can read a text file from HDFS only, a local file system. Means whatever we have uploaded here, from there it can take. So now sample.txt. So it has read the data. Now let's print it. So here it is saying that it is a sample.txt mark partitions at text file. So here we couldn't give this one, right? So I mean, I cannot directly print this particular thing because it is not a value. It is a text file which we are taking. So this is what it is saying. Now let me give few more functions on that one. Let's count number of things inside it. Let's see if we could do it or not. Sample one. It is what it is saying input path does not exist. Sample.text. Wait. See here you will be having an option to delete one if you don't want any of them. And now here, if you see, this count function is also not working for this one. Let's see. Sample one. Sample is already a text file which I have created again. So that might be the reason. No, I have already uploaded the one. Let me check. Let me delete this one and I'll give it a new name and I will upload it once again. Because I'm not sure which sample file it has taken. Let me give something like numbers again. 67. Let's read the number file once again. It has read properly. Maybe this is not taking properly because of this one. Let me check.
Try just copy the
Ma-
path from the HDFS.
Try copying the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because of this, since we have missed this particular file store folder, it has not given the answer. So the if even if we copy the complete path, the complete path, if I paste here, it will be from like dbfs dot slash. It will be like that. So if I show you, this is the complete path. Out of this, we will be giving only the file store slash number2 slash dot txt, and we will be eliminating this one. But if this is to this function, but if we want to read it through any other function like spark.read.csv or text, if it is through a different one, then each time and each function which we initialize has a different kind of parameters, and it will be differing every time. Okay, so remember, for this text file, we will be storing the data in this way. And here, see, I have given so many numbers in this file, but it has taken only one. Why? Because it has taken the complete thing as a whole one thing. Instead, if I create a new one like this, let's say Azure, Databricks, training. If I upload the same file again here in the DBFS, now let's see the results will be differed. Let's read it again. This is the different file. Now let's see the count one. A .txt has been mixed here. See, now this time the result is 3. Just because here we have given it in a 3 different rows, it has considered it as a 3 rows. But the thing which we have done is we have given a comma separated values, but in a single line. So it has considered everything, the complete row as a 1. So that's why it has returned 1. So in this count function only, we have one more function, that is distinct count, distinct of. It will give you the distinct number of counts. So the you must have already know this function in SQL also, distinct of. So it will be also served in the same way. But here we are initializing the distinct here in a different manner. There are only the syntax differences, but rather we almost use the similar functions, and it will have the similar functionalities only for all the keywords which we are using. Okay, so let's revise whatever we have discussed today. So when we starting from here, we have learned what is PySpark. PySpark is nothing but a collaboration of Spark and the Python. It is an API in the Spark that we have seen. And we also have seen the differences between the Spark and the PySpark. So we have the first and major differences between the Spark and the PySpark is it is a framework, and this is a collaboration of Spark framework to work with Python language. Means it is an API integrated in Spark. So this is how it is. Okay, so Spark is originally a Scala, and this is written in Python. These are the two main differences which you could remember anytime. And if anyone has asked, you can give straight away these answers. And there is one more important thing in PySpark. This library, Python4J, is used to convert the Python code to Java and vice versa. Okay. But Spark uses various libraries to which it want. Okay, so this major differences between PySpark and Spark. And now later we have discussed the Spark job execution. The major part of the complete job execution goes in such a way that this is job, and each job is having different stages, and in every stage we have multiple tasks. Okay, so here this is how it is. So this is like cluster manager, and this will assign work to these below ones. Okay, so these are the stages. If you say this is the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, upon all these stages, this particular RDDs have been created. Like it is nothing but we have partitioned the data. That is what the RDD mean actually. Okay, in this diagram, if you see here, this is called DAG. Please note it down. What it means directed acyclic graph. Means when you apply any transformations, it will just create DAGs only, means directed acyclic graphs only, but it will not execute anything unless an action has been implemented on that one. Just now we have seen many action functions, and tomorrow we will be checking on the transformation functions as well. So all the action functions is giving the output to the driver program. But what actually it will do when the job has been started means it will check for if the first it will take all the transformations. Okay, so firstly transformations will be applied. For when the transformations are being applied, we will be getting all the graphs like how it needs to be executed, what needs to be executed after what. Everything will be taken care during that stage using DAG. Okay, later after that one, when the action has been performed, that reviews the DAG. These actions will review the DAG and it will schedule the things as per DAG. Okay, what has to be starting now? What after that? What needs to be started? Like that, it will schedule as per the DAG which were taken from transformations, and then it will process the data and again provide the data back to the driver program. This is the whole execution. This is how the whole execution goes on in the Spark. Okay, so please take a note of this one, DAG, which I mentioned now, directed acyclic graph. Every time a job has been executed, it will create so many graphs for all of them. See, now we are taking only one source and executing the things. Let's say you have names in one particular file and you have IDs in another particular file and their ages in another particular file. Means you need to take the things from three sources and you need to collaborate them and then you need to process the data. So ideally in real time, it is how it usually work. Means taking the data from multiple sources because it is the concept which we are discussing is a big data. Means we will be handling all formats. All formats in the sense we have text format, CSV, Excel, Parquet file. We have so many formats which we will be discussing further in this course. Okay, so many file formats has been accepted in this one, so that we can take any type of the file and we can read it in the Spark and we will process the data. So Azure Databricks is a platform, and inside that platform the Azure Databricks workspace. Inside that workspace, we need to create what we have done in the Azure Databricks workspace. What we have done today, we have created a cluster. We have created a cluster and we have created a new notebook. See, I'm not saving anything in this notebook. You might have already know about this one. This automatically saves it, save everything what you have written unless you delete it manually. Okay. And when you want to share this particular notebook, you will be having an option here. But now it is disabled here. But ideally, it is enabled, and you can share this to anyone upon giving permissions. What level of permission it is required there, you will give that permission and then you will share the notebooks across teams. See here, if you see um, workspace, under workspace, see users are there, shared users. These all are the major ones which cannot be altered. And under users, this is my ID. If I have shared you my notebook to you, then for each one of you, you will be having your own ID. But if I share you something under users, you could see my name also, and you under that one you could see what I have shared with you. So that is how it usually goes on. Okay, if someone let's say Surbabu has shared me one file, one notebook, let's say. So what I with the view permission, then at that moment under users, I will get Surbabu's email ID also, and under his email ID, I could see whatever he has shared to me. So this is how it usually goes on. And today we have discussed mostly on this action functions: collect, count, first, take sample, take order, and save as text file. No, we didn't see this one. We have taken how the text file can be read. And for each, we discussed about this for each also. This is the only function which will not give any output. Instead, it is used for iterating the things. So these all are we have discussed today. I hope everyone has taken the notes for all these. So I will open this once again. The major part of all this one is this one, Spark session. So to initialize the Spark inside you, to initialize this Spark session, you need this one. From PySpark.sql, import Spark session. Spark equal to Spark session.builder.app name I'm giving as example one, and I'm creating this one. Okay, Spark, and I'm assigning one more variable that is sc for Spark context. From this is Spark session, and this parallelize function is used to create a RDD. So this is the one which helps us to create RDDs. Okay, and now we have checked the type of this, and we have got to know it is RDD. And later we have applied few actions on that particular one, and like count, collect, first, take ordered, parallelize, take ordered of two, take ordered everything we have taken. And we have also seen this one in catalog, how to enable DBFS. And thanks for this, Kartikeya. And it's not a live thing to clap you all, but I appreciate this, that you are one step ahead and taken this and guided me. Thank you for that one. So please practice the actions one, and also try to practice the transformations. Whatever you have taken notes from that, you can just try what are these functions and how you have already taken this slide, right? So you can try it, and tomorrow I'll be explaining you once again on the transformations. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, then. Thank you all. Good night.
Thank you all. Have a great dinner and sleep.